Hello, it's May 2023, and a while back I was talking to someone and I was reminded of, I'm trying to think of proper descriptive, I don't even know how to describe it. It was extremely unusual, and I'm not going to state or imply what it could be, whether it be something woo-woo or who knows what. Interference, perhaps. And this has to deal with the May 4th, 2013 event. And after I was released from the hospital and my injuries and so forth. Now, initially I had contacted a doctor, a family doctor, to look after my injuries and kind of keep on top of everything. And I met with this doctor. It was at some sort of clinic. But that was his office was there. And after I met with him, he put in a request for the medical reports from the hospital that I was in after the May 4th, 2013 event, which was a beating by two former Calgary police officers that left me partly disabled for the rest of my life. So initially we scheduled another meeting, and it wasn't supposed to take long to get those medical reports because everything is computerized. So when I came back to see him, he said the hospital had lost all my medical reports regarding those injuries. Lost them, couldn't find them. And as I was telling him the story and how everything transpired and everything else, he really felt bad for me. And he said, I met with him a few more times, and he said, there's something really odd about this. Still couldn't find my medical reports. But that's not the crazy part. So I had an appointment scheduled with him, and well, did I have an appointment, or was I going to make an appointment? Anyway, the crazy part is, when I went to his office, he wasn't there anymore. Just like that, poof. Now, you might think, okay, what's so crazy about that? He moved on? There was no record of him at that location. Even the receptionist, there was multiple ones there, didn't know who I was talking about. Except eventually there was one when I said, what happened to Dr. So-and-so? And they're like, you know something? I do remember him. Vaguely. I have no idea what happened to him. So I started to try to look him up. And there wasn't even a record of him with the provincial health care. He was a real doctor. So I ended up getting another doctor, and I asked, what happened to Dr. So-and-so? And he said, I don't know. He was kind of a little bit confused, I guess, I don't know. And this second doctor I ended up using for the years after, keeping an eye on my injuries and everything else, and other things as well. Very nice doctor. But I just thought, well, the medical reports missing from the hospital, you can say, yeah, someone was trying to cover it up or who knows what. But when I got the second doctor, he went to get my medical reports because they weren't in my file, and he had to go hunt for them. Eventually, he got them. And again, that could be like a cover-up, who knows, like whatever. Or maybe they were just that incompetent. I have no idea. Or it could be tied into with my implicating, for example, Alberta Health Services with this non-profit organization where they were funding 60% with the sexual abuse, trafficking, whatever you want to call it, of these vulnerable women. So I have no idea. But what really I can't figure out is this doctor was really on my side, and he was really going to try to figure out what happened to those files, my medical reports, and everything else, and help me out in any way that he can or could have. And not only wasn't he at the location, but there was no record of him. And you know, it's kind of crazy, because it almost makes you like wonder, well, how do I remember this? And there was one receptionist who did remember him vaguely, so I know, you know. And I already was at that location a bunch of times before, seeing someone before the second doctor took over. So I just wanted to share that, how the medical reports went missing regarding the injuries I sustained on May 4th, 2013, and then how this doctor just kind of disappeared as a descriptive. Yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you, because it pretty odd, I would say. And I wouldn't even know how to categorize any of this story. And I'm just sharing with you what I know, how things happened. And I did do a video about this a long time ago. And again, during this conversation, it kind of got brought up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I do remember that. So anyway, take what you will from this, and thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share.